Have you ever looked at someone speaking fluent English and thought, I wish I could speak like that? Have you ever felt nervous, embarrassed, or even hopeless because you wanted to learn English but didn't have a teacher, didn't have money for expensive courses, or didn't know where to start? If you have, then I want you to stay with me until the very end of this video, because what I'm about to share with you might completely change the way you think about learning English, and more importantly, the way you think about yourself. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Muniba Mazari, and today I want to talk directly to every dreamer, every student, every professional, every parent, and every person who believes that learning English is impossible without a teacher. I am here to tell you that it is possible. Not only is it possible, but thousands of people around the world have already done it. The question is not whether you can learn English alone. The real question is whether you are willing to believe in yourself long enough to make it happen. You see, most people think the biggest obstacle to learning English is a lack of teachers, resources, or money. But from my experience, the biggest obstacle is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding foolish. Fear of being judged. Fear of failure. These fears quietly stop people before they even begin. They convince themselves that they are not smart enough, not talented enough, or not capable enough. And that is where the real problem starts. Let me tell you something important. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident communicator once struggled to form simple sentences. Every person you admire had moments when they mispronounced words, forgot vocabulary, and felt uncertain. The difference between those who succeed and those who quit is not talent. The difference is persistence. Think about how children learn a language. They don't start with perfect grammar. They don't memorize thousands of rules before speaking. They listen, imitate, experiment, make mistakes, and keep going. They don't worry about sounding perfect. They focus on expressing themselves. And because they are not afraid of making mistakes, they learn faster than most adults. As adults, we often become prisoners of perfection. We want every sentence to be correct. We want every word to sound perfect. We want immediate results. But learning doesn't work that way. Growth doesn't work that way. Success doesn't work that way. The road to mastery is paved with mistakes, and every mistake is evidence that you are trying. So the first thing I want you to do is stop being afraid of mistakes. Stop treating mistakes like enemies. Start treating them like teachers. Every incorrect sentence teaches you something. Every mispronounced word teaches you something. Every awkward conversation teaches you something. If you are making mistakes, it means you are learning. If you are learning, it means you are moving forward. Now let's talk about what it actually takes to learn English alone. The answer is surprisingly simple. It takes consistency. Not perfection, not genius-level intelligence, not expensive courses. Consistency. Imagine spending just 30 minutes a day with English. 30 minutes listening, 30 minutes reading, 30 minutes speaking, 30 minutes learning new words. That may not sound like much, but over weeks and months, those small efforts become life-changing results. Many people fail because they wait for motivation. They say, I'll start tomorrow when I feel inspired. The problem is that motivation comes and goes. Some days you'll feel excited, other days you'll feel tired. If you only learn when you feel motivated, you will never reach your potential. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is listening to English every day. Listen while cooking. Listen while walking. Listen while cleaning your room. Listen while exercising. The more English you hear, the more familiar it becomes. Your brain starts recognizing patterns. Your ears become trained to understand different accents, tones, and expressions. Another powerful strategy is reading. Read things you actually enjoy. Don't force yourself to read boring material just because someone told you it was educational. If you love sports, read sports articles. If you love personal development, read motivational content. If you love technology, read technology blogs. Interest creates consistency, and consistency creates results. I also want you to start talking to yourself in English. I know it sounds strange, but it works. Describe what you're doing. Describe your plans. Describe your goals. Speak even if nobody is listening. Because every sentence you say builds confidence. Every word you use strengthens your ability to think in English, and that's another important point. Don't just learn English. Live English. Surround yourself with it. Change your phone settings. Watch English videos. Follow English-speaking creators. Read captions. Listen to podcasts. Create an environment where English becomes a natural part of your day. Many people ask me, Muniba, how long will it take? And my answer is always the same. Stop focusing on how long it will take and start focusing on becoming better than you were yesterday. Progress is not always visible. Sometimes your growth is happening quietly. Sometimes your brain is learning even when you don't notice it. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For a long time, nothing appears on the surface. But beneath the soil, roots are growing. Strength is developing. Preparation is happening. Then one day the plant emerges. Your English journey is exactly the same. Trust the process. There will be days when you feel frustrated. There will be days when you forget words. There will be days when you feel like you're not improving. Those are the moments when most people quit. But those are also the moments when successful people keep going. Remember this. Learning English is not just about learning a language. It's about proving to yourself that you can grow. It's about building confidence. It's about expanding your opportunities. It's about becoming the kind of person who refuses to be limited by fear. Every new word you learn is a step forward. Every page you read is a step forward. Every conversation you attempt is a step forward. Never underestimate the power of small daily improvements. 1 year from now, you could be speaking English with confidence. You could be understanding videos without subtitles. You could be reading books that once seemed impossible. But that future version of you depends on the choices you make today. So don't wait for the perfect teacher. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Because your future is not created by what you plan to do someday. Your future is created by what you do consistently every single day. And I want you to remember one final thing. You are far more capable than you think. The limitations you see today are not permanent. Your current level is not your final level. Your struggles are not your identity. They are simply part of your journey. Believe in yourself. Trust the process. Stay consistent. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep moving forward. Because if you refuse to quit, success becomes a matter of time. And when that day comes, when you speak English confidently and look back at where you started, you'll realize something powerful. The greatest lesson was never about the language. The greatest lesson was discovering what you were capable of all along.